Mic check. We're here live at the Ohio Classic, Columbus, Ohio, and I've got a legend here, and I've got two legends actually here. All right, I've got Mary Jane Borden, and I got my good guy from Josh, App Girls Cannabis here. How you say your last name again? Crozier. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, say hello.
Hello.
All right, so we're going to have a brief conversation about cannabis and cancer. And I think this is a really good discussion that has to be had. And I'm glad we're having this discussion here at the Ohio Classic here. And I've followed you for many years, even before the program started. And I appreciate everything you've done for the cannabis community, all the writing you've done. I've read all of your articles, not all of them.
You've read a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot to process at times, but we definitely appreciate all that you do. So I just want to make sure you know that. And
Thank you.
It's good to have you on our channel because we want people to hear from some other people, maybe a little bit older than me. So
Am I old?
I'm not going to answer. I take the Fifth Amendment on that. But I'm going to go ahead and let you provide some information, education to people, and tell them a little bit about yourself and your story, and then you pass it on to Josh, and we'll have a little conversation. Not too long.
Sure. Thank you, Anthony, for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. You do wonderful work, and I'm proud of what you've done. And so I admire you. And I don't want to make two promises too much but I'm going to try to be at your next event because I think I've turned you down a couple times when I was really in bad position and I wasn't able to do that. But I'm excited for the next one you hold here in Columbus.
Yes.
My name is Mary Jane Borden. Yes, that's my real name, Mary Jane, my birth name. And I've been at cannabis advocacy, I would say, for a good 20, 30, 40, 50 years, depending upon how you count them. No, I'm not that old, but now I'll let you do the calculations on your own. I think what Anthony wanted me to tell you was a little bit about my journey through cancer. In 2000, I contracted triple negative breast cancer, which is the worst kind that you could possibly have. And again, only I could get that kind of cancer during the throes of the pandemic. So I'll say that first, okay? And then secondly, I'll say this too. In the early 90s and late 80s, I was a analyst for a major pharmaceutical company that in its time was the largest U.S. marketer of cancer chemotherapy agents. So I knew all about cancer chemotherapy. That was my thing. That was what I did. So I think it might be said that I really know too much. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So here I am. It's the year 2020, and I'm coming down with triple negative breast cancer. Knowing what I knew, I said to myself, there's no way I will ever take chemotherapy. It is poison. It kills more people, I think, than it heals. And how do I know this? Because I've seen the data. I've read the data. I've looked at the data. And this is, to me, confirmed that cancer chemotherapy is probably worse than cancer.
How many people did you say died at your son?
No, let me get there. I'll get there. I don't want to set the stage a little bit here. Okay, so the stage has been set.
All
right, so I decided I'd do a little calculation. All right, how many people have died of cancer since the inception of the Controlled Substances Act that restricted cancer research in 1970? That number is 27 million. So you get this numbers from the CDC and places like that. It's 27 million. So 27 million cancer deaths. Now, what the Controlled Substances Act of 1970 did was basically quashed all cancer research from then and really almost until now. But there were scientists working on cancer research back then who did a research, I believe it was the University of Virginia, and found that THC, I think it's Delta 9 THC, Delta 9, Delta 8 THC, There's another one in there. I'm not quite sure what it was. I'll try to do a better job and find the exact ones that it was, but found that those cannabinoids kill cancer cells. They cause them to commit apoptosis. In other words, they go bam, bam, the cancer cell's dead. So think of it this way. 27 million people. What if, just what if, they had, instead of stopped, halted all cancer research back in 1970, but allowed it to continue and to develop and to basically become a therapy? How many think people might have been saved? 10 million?
A lot.
20 million?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So I think that tells you a little bit about what cancer is all about. I think I personally, it's been 5 years out. I had an appointment with my doctor about 2 weeks ago. And so I'm 5 years out and without cancer.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Absolutely. So my point is, if cannabis cures cancer, and I believe that I am living proof. So let's get this cancer research going. If you have cancer out there, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't want to override your doctors, but your doctors do need education. Tell them about RSO. Tell them about the studies in Virginia. Tell them about the 27 million people we have lost. I think that is compelling. I think that can engender change.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. And I don't forget my good friend Josh here from App Girls, man. I know you want to say a few words.
Hi, I'm Josh with App Girls. I am just blessed to be here with Mary and Anthony right now, right? I just met Mary and she has been
Mary Jane,
rather, and she is quickly becoming one of my favorite people. But it's obvious to me she's been putting in some serious work here in Ohio, and trying to promote change for the better of mankind in her community. So it's just a very powerful moment to be here with these three people right now at the Ohio Golf Classic. Once again, it's a great new day in cannabis, right? We bicker a lot, but there's so much to be thankful of, as Mary Jane pointed out today. During the speaker thing, we've come a long way. Let's focus on the blessings that we have, and all this positive momentum moving forward, and try to spend a little less time, letting negativity change our direction and where we want to go with this plant and this industry. Thank you guys for having me here right now.
Wonderful words. Very well spoken. And I'm just wrapping it up by saying, part of the new mission that I'm doing as I dodge being in and out of the hospital is going to more events and getting us connected together and bringing us together from all areas of the state. And so every time there's a big event going on, I'm going to try my hardest to be here and bring y'all coverage, bring y'all some of the people here, get some interviews, let y'all talk to some of the people. I necessarily can't promise a live stream, but I can promise at least a replay of some of these important people who are here meeting at some of these events. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Thank y'all for being here.